It's Jody Sue Brown.
Jody Sue Brown. This is the one, 125.
Yes.
Jody Sue Brown. What's the other name?
Andy Bernard.
They're
not really far away because our driver sits here, and then if you go up a smidge, and then it's their drive.
So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. So, all of these cases, you find that we always kind of come back to the same thing, don't we? And it is that if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, you know, looks like a duck, it's a duck. That's what we've said. We've said it a few times. And you've just heard there, Candus, at the beginning of all this, when she was kind of asked who she felt was the sketchy ones, she turns around and says, Jody Sue Brown, Andy Bernard. And look, who has been the person in the middle of this case who's kind of thrown shade on everyone else? You know, kind of pointing and being on the platform more than anybody, around it more than anybody, literally doing 6-8 hour lives all the time, as if they're keeping an eye on what's being said and making sure, you know, it's almost like damage limitation. So at the second something gets said, they're there to pounce on it like a cat on a mouse. And, you know, it's just, to me, that's your duck. Your duck is that, you know, when you look at these cases where the people who were to do with it, you know, we've talked about before, Hollywell's Jessica Chapman and the monster that killed them, he wanted to be at the forefront of everything. And, you know, if you put that onto a social media environment, it's no different. This is the modern day equivalent of somebody reveling in what happened and being at the forefront of everything and making sure that they're there. We've heard some horrendous things. Andy Bernard potentially supplying narcotics to young children for the purpose of, I don't need to go any further, you know what that was all about. But nothing come of it, nothing was said, and now we've got the Kylie Rodney case, and we've seen the failings of law enforcement in this case. I'm telling you, that duck is starting to look more and more like Candus may have just hit the nail on the head right at the start. Don's coming out soon, remember, end of October, and I have a feeling that the shit is going to hit the fan. I'll see you all in the next one.